Today's December 10th, 2009. VLCD day 22 for me. The new scale says I'm 302.6. So I don't know really whether to take that as a weight gain from yesterday. Yesterday I was 301, but that was the old scale. So this is a new scale. It's kind of like a new day. So in my spreadsheet, I just marked it as red, and then I put in the comments area new scale. So 302.6. I do still have an issue where I move the scale around in different parts of the floor, and sometimes it gives me a different reading. So I take a few, and I take the most common one that comes up. Today, it was going between like 301.8 and 302.6. I was tempted to take the 301, but the 302.6 kept coming up more, so I just figured I like to be honest with myself. So I took that one. So like I said, I'm not really going to take it as a weight gain from yesterday because it's a different scale. Um, I might have lost the same amount as I've normally been losing. Maybe I didn't. My body's weird like that. So there we go. As for the my other video about the dosing for the sublingual, someone mentioned that the syringe holds a little bit at the bottom. Maybe that's it. Maybe I need to go zero point 0.4 to compensate for that. I'll try that. I'll try going a little below the 0.5, and maybe that will solve my problem. And that's probably about it. I have a little cold. I thought it was the cigars. Uh, I think it's a little cold. It'll probably go away quickly. Little tip for you: when you have a cold or you feel one coming on, most colds are viral. Obviously, antibiotics don't work for that. Something I ran into is there is an Irish, British, English remedy over the counter called Lemsip. I don't know if you can get it here. You could probably get it online. You don't have to, though. Let me explain what it is. It's powder in a packet, lemon flavor. You put it in hot water and you sip it. And basically, it's got 6 grams of vitamin C. That's 6,000 milligrams, okay? That's a lot. Think about it. If you buy those 1,000 milligram pills of vitamin C, 6 of those, okay, is what it equals. And it also has like 500 milligrams of acetaminophen, which is Tylenol. Now, you don't need to take the Tylenol. The vitamin C is the important part. I always noticed that when I took that stuff, and it's like you take one packet every, I forget what it is, 4 or 6 hours, and it will knock out the cold if you catch it early enough. And I did some research on Google about vitamin C, massive dosing of vitamin C's impact on colds. And you always get your naysayers in certain studies, or they claim it doesn't work. Something, it works for me. It works for me. I don't go by what the so-called experts say anymore. I go by for how it works for me. And I know that this stuff usually works for me if I catch it early enough. So what I do is I take 6,000 milligrams, 1,000 milligram tablets, or however you want to divide it up. If you've got 500 milligram ones, take 12. And I do that every 4 to 6 hours. Maybe you go a little less, 4 grams, 4,000 milligrams if you're worried about stomach upset or something. It doesn't bother me. I just take it with water. I took it last night before bed. I'll take it today. And hope that I could catch the cold. Usually the cold's duration is shorter, and I feel that it is. And the symptoms aren't as bad. Vitamin C does something to the cold virus in your system. So that's just a little tip in case you don't know about that. I'm sure everybody has their own home remedies, etc. This one kind of works. At least it does for me. But you have to catch it early enough. You can't have a full-blown cold that you've neglected and then expect it to make it go away. You've got to catch it as soon as you notice the symptoms. Anyway, as for the weight, we'll see what happens. I have to go to the doctor this morning. I have a cardiologist I go to for my blood pressure. I've had high blood pressure for about a decade now. I take 3 medications that kind of help it, but my blood pressure is more, it goes up and down. Sometimes I have normal blood pressure, sometimes it's high, sometimes it's low. I don't know what it's going to be at the doctor's office. It's usually higher at the doctor's office. I get that white coat, what they call, where you're at the doctor and it automatically is higher than when you're relaxing at home. Um, we'll see. Hopefully the HCG and the weight loss will positively affect that. Again, whether it's high, normal, whatever, it's not going to phase me because it's generally can be like that even when I was, you know, at my maximum weight. But I'm going there. I'll see what his scale says by weigh. But I'm going to have to go by the healthometer on a daily basis. So anyway, I have to get rolling here. I'll talk to you later. Bye.